Hello, welcome back to the Divine Jenny Tarot. This is your Cancer March new moon reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell for notifications. I really, really appreciate you all very, very much. What else can I say? The new moon is this weekend. In some places it's the 13th, in some places it's the 14th, depending on what part of the world you're in. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into your Cancer new moon reading. Whoops. Let's see. Okay. So the bottom of the deck we have for you, Cancer, the Five of Pentacles. Let's lay out all the cards first, and then we'll get right into your reading. The Eight of Swords. I hate that this is crooked right now, sorry. Okay. The Lovers. The Nine of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. The Four of Swords. The Nine of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. The Seven of Rods. Wands, rods, same thing. The Seven of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. And the Moon card. Just going to move these cards here and just put this like this. Okay. So we have the Five of Pentacles. So Cancer, you're actually showing up as your card, as a punctuation. We have the Moon card. And that is, not only is it divine feminine energy. So if you're a divine feminine, this is, you're really in your element. And this card can often represent the sign of Cancer. It can also represent Pisces. But since it showed up here on your sign, I'm just taking it as you're in your, basically in your glory. You're in your full illumination. Even though it's a new moon this weekend, I feel like nothing's getting past you. Nothing's getting past you, Cancer. And that's just an intuitive message. You feel as though a situation has left you out in the cold, but you're like, you know what? That's okay. I'm going to paint my future the way I want to. I have my pure little unicorn guide who is nothing but pure love. So I'm going to paint pure love. I'm going to paint the things I love and only focus on the things that give me love and joy. And that's what's going to get me out of this situation. Then we have the Eight of Swords, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups. So it looks as though you were having a lot of mental anguish, feeling really stuck with that Eight of Swords, feeling as if things weren't making sense. And they weren't making sense to you because you felt as though you were, I keep saying in the past tense, but time is fluid. This is for the new moon this weekend. But I just sense like in the recent past, you were feeling mentally stuck because you're like, I have this love who I consider a wish fulfillment. And I feel like it's the, the yin to my yang because I feel passionate and, like I'm seeing my mirror of sorts with the Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. You think that, you guys balance each other out. However, you feel as though in the center with the Ten of Wands that for some reason this love has become a heavy burden. And even though you consider it wish fulfillment, you feel like you need to have a little break from it this weekend. And you feel like it's really, divine timing, like your intuition is really strong with the Moon card. I didn't say that earlier. It's, strong intuition. You feel like it's necessary that you take a time out because there's a burden that you need to drop in terms of some mental anguish you have in a love relationship. So, and I could see clearly here with the Nine of Rods, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Rods, that you're actually exhausted. And this exhaustion is actually making you kind of rigid and stubborn, Cancer. And, I wouldn't worry. Like, you're still going to be holding your own and, maintaining your integrity and maintaining your position in this relationship. As long as you take this break is what I'm seeing. So yeah, you're just very aware that, your mental block or blocks in terms of this relationship have sort of made you feel left out in the cold by your counterpart or your partner. And you see why. You believe with that Moon card that it's because you are just exhausted. So, and it's not just mentally exhausted. It's like physically exhausted. So I'm going to take more cards here now to clarify the same deck. To clarify the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knight of Rods. Hold on, let's put these all out so if I don't mess my cloth here again. Okay. The Eight of Rods is clarified by the Empress card. The Lover's card is clarified by the High Priestess. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Four of Cups. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Swords. The Ten of Rods is clarified by the King of Cups. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Three of Rods. The Nine of Rods is clarified by the Eight of Cups. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the World card. The Seven of Rods is clarified by the Magician. The Page of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Cups. And the Moon card is clarified by the Sun. So, hold on. Just messed it up again. Okay. So, it was like this now. So, Cancer, you're feeling very passionate. If we read it like this, you're feeling very passionate for the fact that you do feel like you are the Empress or Emperor of your kingdom, of your world. You feel like you're on top of your game no matter what, always. And especially this new moon. And you feel that the reason why is because you feel as though you have a very strong intuition, and you do, because to have the Empress with the High Priestess, that's really, really powerful energy, Cancer. So whoever's watching this, that's a Cancer, male or female, especially if, most likely if you're a female, just because there's females depicted on the card, but that doesn't necessarily matter. That's really powerful energy. So you feel on top of your game, you're feeling passionate, you're feeling very intuitive, and that's why you're feeling on top of your game, per se. But you are feeling disappointed emotionally, but still very happy. You feel very whole, happy, and healthy. That's why you feel like the Empress no matter what. But you are feeling a little bit emotionally disappointed, because you feel like the truth of the matter is that I'm picking up that this King of Swords is you. You feel like not only is your intuition on point, you feel as though your thoughts and your words are on point. Like you're using your thoughts and your words to your optimum benefit. And also you feel as though not only are you extremely intuitive, you feel like you're being extremely loving. And because of that energy, you feel like you have a lot to look forward to with that Three of Rods and the Sun card. Although you feel a little bit emotionally drained, you're like, you know what? I know who I am. I know the power of my mind, the power of my intuition. And I know I'm going to always have a situation that I feel like I have a best friend as a soulmate who I'm really happy with, because I'm really happy with myself. And even if situations come up this weekend which are going to leave you feeling like you're maybe perhaps in a situation that isn't doing you justice, that it's not serving you emotionally, you're going to put it to a success. You're going to, end it successfully. You're just going to, move away from it, keep your value, keep your worth. And, if you do that, you're going to keep manifesting this powerful energy of wholeness, happiness, health, good partnerships, healthy partnerships. You're like, I'm going to bring my life, this situation, this new moon, to some situation in love, and with yourself, to a successful conclusion that you can feel, really proud of, like you're this powerful manifester with that Magician card. Now let's look at them together. So yeah, feeling really passionate about your capabilities of, your ability to come out of the cold in a relationship, because even though you've recently had some like mental blocks, you still are very aware of who you are, like you're, who you are as a person, as a soul. So you're like, I'm following my intuition in this relationship. Even though this person is wish fulfillment overall, lately, as of now, this weekend, I'm feeling a little bit emotionally disappointed. Almost like there's been a missed opportunity. I have the Sword of Truth, and that's because I'm a pure soul who loves and is inspired. And I'm still going to be smart. I'm still going to, weigh the pros and cons with that Two of Pentacles. And I'm still going to be, very, very loving, very, very true. But I'm going to drop whatever burdens need to be dropped. And I have a lot to look forward to in the future, because I know when to take breaks to rest. When I need a timeout, I'm going to take a timeout. So then you're like, Cancer, you're like, I know also that this relationship, like this situation, it's divine timing, that whatever chapter is coming to a close or burdens are being dropped at this new moon, that it's all divine timing and in your best interest. So you're going to keep following your intuition, use your Sword of Truth wisely, in a loving way, because this is true love. But you're going to make it clear that you're not going to stay in situations that don't serve you. And that's going to, have you end on a high note in a really respectable manner. And I sense that this Four of Pentacles is you're staying true to you. It's a little bit stubborn, but it's like you're very aware of what keeps you, what's the word? Grounded and stable. So you're like, you know what? Certain things I can't budge on. So you're like, I'm going to manifest, maintaining my respect and integrity. That's what you're making clear. And you're doing it in a really, really beautiful, divinely feminine way, really. Very age of Aquarius, whether you're male or female, in a very soft, healing way. And because of that, look at this. You have the sun and the moon. And so you're extremely balanced. And that's why you're always going to have, divine timing, where these type of relationships are there for you, because you project that energy where you respect yourself and you follow your intuition. Good for you, Cancer. Good for you. I hope you found this message well. This is the Divine Jenny Tarot saying, I God and I Goddess bless you. Thank you so much.